called The Bees. I called it that because I noticed that the bee as an image had settled without my being aware of it in several of the poems. And when I thought about that, it seemed very obvious that I'm just sharing in our general, if you like, buzz of anxiety about our bees, who seem very much to be the canary in the mine in terms of what we're doing globally, environmentally. And then some of the poems began to take the bee as its subject rather than as an image. And that led me to remember and re-examine the ancient connection between bees and poets, which stretches really from Virgil, who wrote poems in celebration of the civilization of the beehive, to Sylvia Plath and even beyond. So this first poem from the bees is by way of a blessing and celebration of that connection between bees and poetry. And in honour of the first bee poet, I called the poem Virgil's Bees. Bless air's gift of sweetness, honey from the bees, inspired by clover, marigold, eucalyptus, thyme, the 100 perfumes of the wind. Bless the beekeeper who chooses for her hives a site near water, violet beds, no you, no echo. Let the light lilt, leak, green or gold, pigment for queens. Enjoy the inexplicable, but there, in harmony of willow herb and stream, of summer heat and breeze, each bee's body at its brilliant flower, lover stand, strumming on fragrance, smitten. For this, let gardens grow where beelines end, sighing in roses, saffron blooms, buddleia, where bees pray on their knees, sing praise in pear trees, plum trees. Bees are the batteries of orchards, gardens. Guard them. Water. Your last word was water, which I poured in a hospice plastic cup, held to your lips, your small sip, sigh. Then in the chair beside you fell asleep. Fell asleep for 3 lost hours, only to waken, thirsty, hear then see a magpie worn in a bush outside. Dawn so soon, and swallow from your still full cup. Water. The times I'd call as a child for a drink, till you'd come, sit on the edge of the bed in the dark, holding my hand, just as we hold hands now, and you died. A good last word. Night since I've cried, gone to my own child's side with a drink, watched her gulp it down and sleep. Water, what a mother brings through darkness still to her parched daughter. Parliament. Then, in the writer's wood, every bird with a name in the world crowded the leafless trees, took its turn to whistle or croak. An owl grieved in an oak, a magpie mocked, a rook cast from a sycamore, the cormorant spoke. Stinking seas below ill winds, nothing swims, a vast plastic soup, 1,000 miles wide as long of petroleum crap. A bird of paradise wept in a willow, the jewel of a hummingbird shrilled on the air, the stork shored itself like a widow, the gull said. Where coral was red, now white, dead under stunned waters, the language of fish cut out at the root, mute oceans, oil like a gag on the Gulf of Mexico. A woodpecker heckled, a vulture picked at its own breast, thrice from the cockerel as ever. The macaw squawked. Nouns I know? Rain, forest, fire, ash, chainsaw, cattle, cocaine, cash, squatters, ranchers, loggers, looters, barons, shooters. Hawk swore. A nightingale opened its throat in a garbled quote. The worm turned in the blackbird's beak, this from the crane. What I saw, slow thaw and permafrost, broken terrain of mud and lakes, peat broth, seepage, melt, methane breath. A bat hung like a suicide, only a rasp of wings from the raven. A heron was stone, a robin blood in the written wood. So snow and darkness slowly fell. The eagle, history in silhouette, with the golden plover and the albatross, telling of Arctic ice, as the cold, hard moon carved from the earth.